Sure, Bonolo. Can I call you Bonolo? I'm going to something brown, eh?
Bonolo.
Bonolo
Now we
is
are dealing with Bonolo.
Oh, can you different?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, what's the difference?
As something brown, I'm someone who plays music.
Yeah.
And as Bonolo, I'm someone with a life outside the music. I'm someone with views about the music industry.
So does something brown withholds her views?
Yes, because even the views that I write, I won't write them on my page.
Oh.
I write them on my personal.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, you know this, right?
No, but I didn't know it applied to you too.
No, everything I write there, I mean it. That's me. That's me.
Because I know you as Bonolo first, then something brown.
Yeah.
So,
well, people.
You know what I mean? So whatever you say on something brown's page, I see Bonolo.
That's the thing. On my page, I just speak about my music, the gigs that I go play at.
Yes.
That's something brown.
Yeah.
But the views I put out there on my personal profile, that's me. That's what I believe in.
Yeah, and I'm
that's
sure
what
people are not aware of that, eh? I'm sure.
Yeah, you know what happens, ne?
Yeah.
People assume that because I speak a lot, blah, blah, blah. Complain.
Yeah.
You know, people meet me and then I think they assume that maybe I talk too much.
Yes.
You know, I talk a lot.
Yeah.
But it depends on the space I'm in.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So most times when I'm out there, I'm quiet and I keep to myself.
Yeah.
I'll be in a corner probably, smoking, drinking.
Yeah.
Maybe dancing, but I keep to myself. So that shocks people that, okay, lo muntu lo esimbone khuluma kangaka. But to have views doesn't mean that we are powerful.
You're talkative.
Out there, every person ufuna kuze. No, that's the platform that I got to reach people on a massive scale.
Yes.
You know, about my views, about what I think is problematic in the industry.
Yeah.
And that's my activism. You know, that's how I change. I think I change things.
And it does not mean that since you express your views on social media, everywhere you go now, you have to be.
No.
Timing.
Timing. Yeah. I have timing. So
I get that. Talking about the industry, what are your views of our industry?
Yo, I have a lot of views.
Okay, let's hear them.
It's better now than it was before.
Okay.
Or 4 or 5 years ago when we were starting to see things.
All right.
You know, it's much better.
Yeah.
In the sense, I'm sure you know, I stand for women and women representation.
You are a feminist.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but I'm not. I know. I know people think I'm a feminist because I'm like, guys, we are here.
Okay, hold on before you continue to point.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being a feminist?
I don't like labels.
Okay.
So the thing is, I'm aware what people think out there about feminism, what it means, what it represents, and whatever. Yeah. So the one thing that I don't want is to own a label that has been so misconstrued and, you know, I'm just Bonolo, I make my own rules. I live the way that I see fit. So sometimes my rules don't, maybe, I don't know, I could also have a wrong impression of what feminism is. Yes. But from what I've seen, some of my views or the way I live my life doesn't sort of subscribe to what is
being a feminist.
Not being a feminist, but what is perceived to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't want that label. Don't want to carry the weight that comes with the label.
Okay. Thanks for that clarity. So you were saying you have a lot of views about the industry?
Like I was saying, it's better now in terms of inclusion. Inclusion of women, inclusion of young people. It's better. But there's still a lot to be improved. There's still a lot that needs to be changed. So my views about it is that those who hold or who have the influence in the industry don't want to see change happening because maybe it threatens their status in the industry. So more than anything, I'm against that you shouldn't hold on to status. If it's time to pass the baton, it's time. And it's okay, because that's what grows the industry. I mean, what if you die and you haven't actually tried to extend? What if you die, honestly? What if I die as Bonolo and I haven't tried and empowered someone out there and say, stand your ground, do what you believe in, be you, do you. If I die, if someone else out there who's able to take a stand dies, what happens? You know, if someone out there who holds the influence to change the way things are dies, then things will remain the same. It won't work. It won't work. Things have to change. Things have to grow. And so with growth comes new faces, girls and boys.
So you believe that through talking and expressing whatever you don't like, it's a first start?
I think for me right now, it's my only weapon, if I may put it like that. You know, it's hardly the people that have the resources that actually change or you know, bring about reform. It's necessary. It has to happen. You know, the scene needs to be to fit today's desires and challenges and ways of thinking. So if the scene doesn't evolve with the people, it's a problem. It's an issue. And that's what I tried and, you know, speak against. That dude, like, or sister, it's okay. You have done up to this far. Give others a chance to expand and grow. If growth is really what you are really about. So what I noticed with me and others, it's not just me, and others, trust me, myself and others out there, what we try to do is to sort of highlight some of the problem areas that will result in maybe an explosion. There's an explosion happening right now, and it's a result of people who didn't want to acknowledge or accept change, for example. It's an issue because young people are like, hear us out. This is what we want to do. This is what will work today, not 10 years ago. So the scene won't grow because there's old egos and new egos, and it's a clashing of power, or those who have power clashing with those who want power or influence in the industry. Most people want influence, not money. Most people want respect. When you see me rock up at a place, acknowledge me and what I've done, what I've contributed to the space. But you can't hold on to that. Do your part and move on. Allow others to come in, do their part. That's how the industry grows, you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. If you allow new minds, new methods.
Especially young people. Young people, women. Any movement, any institution or establishment that doesn't sort of acknowledge women and young people, it's dying. It's dying, a slow death. And what's happening right now is that young people are voicing out their opinions. Women are voicing out their opinions about their dissatisfaction. And there's an explosion because it's you know, that what that guy says, like an explosion and an unstoppable force when they come together. People will clash. But there's going to be change. That clash, out of that clash, things will change. You know, when I look back to 2014, 2015, when us, the newbies, started, you would hardly find a flyer with a woman on it. You would hardly find it. Once in a while, especially the very respected, popular
Yeah, because I think
women DJs.
4 years ago we had DJ Zinhle.
Yeah,
DJ
Buhle, Thobs has always been there.
Yeah, who's the other one? Lee or Leah?
Yeah, I think Abo Lee and Abo Cherry Deep, Abo Bliss. I think we, more than anything, represent sort of like the new school. Then we have like our sisters in the game, Abo Sis Thobs, Sake.
No, I mean DJ Lee, the Caucasian. The DJ
Cocktail,
Lee.
yeah, Cocktail.
Not Cocktail, DJ Lee.
Hi, young man. Yo.
She used to release some compilations on the 5FM. DJ Lee, L-E-A. DJ Lee, yeah. Leah, hence I said Lee or Leah.
Oh, yeah. Leah. Okay, no, I know Leah.
Yeah.
So Linda Meyer, although she was in the UK, but like for us, those are like our sisters in the game. They've been there 10, 20 years. They've been doing it when it wasn't even the fashionable thing to do. You know what I mean? And then there's Aske, the new school, new cats, and yeah.
How are you as the new school working together?
I think we haven't reached a point where we can actually go work together. Whether we like it or not, there are factions within the scene.
Okay.
There's us who love jazz and maybe your broken beats when you go like upbeat, your disco, maybe house, like but like house, not all these other things. Ezintsha, you know. So us, Tinasi, we are very rigid in our thinking, in our perceptions. It's difficult for us to understand and enjoy and accommodate something that is outside our comfort zone.
Why is that?
Okay, how can I put it? You asked about the working together part, right?
Yes.
My kind of working together with someone who plays the music that I don't like or pushes a movement that I don't necessarily believe in. My way of working together is if they say, B, we want you to come and maybe do an opening set.
Okay.
For our like house main, like the main event is house, but early ngabo 3, sifuna uze just to warm things up.
Yes.
I will agree. Yes. Even if they say asnamal, I will go because it's the girls, they are pushing something. Yes. Buyers elevator at the same time. I don't mind to be a part of that. Okay. But I don't like the music that they play or they are trying to push. Yeah. But it's not about me. If this, what they are doing contributes to growing, you know, or giving women recognition, it's fine with me.
All right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by factions. Uguti Tina as abantu be jazz ne funk and masiti siya upbeat standard disco. Or like your house, like a house the way we see you know, you get my point, right?
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So akukho easy for Tina ukuthi sithi nalabantu. Yeah. Because they represent something that is theirs, we represent something that is ours. Yeah. But I think because it's something that is new to all of us. Yeah. We're trying to get it right. You know, it's not where it's supposed. We ought to be working together more. Yes. But it's new. Yeah. It's new to us. We are still finding ourselves. Yeah. More than anything, as individuals, as spinners, trying to build what people call brands. You know, but I think I don't know. I think we'll get there. Yeah. Nothing was built in a day. Rome or Joburg even. Or Soweto.
Yeah, because when you talk about inclusion, I think that all the genres or the sub-genres need to be thought of.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't be jazz and just be like, I'm not going to include deep house in my movement. Yeah, so inclusion means whatever is part of this movement. The movement is dance house, dance music, or the teaching environment. That's how I see it. So hence I'm like, why not?
With our collective, I'll speak like for us. Yeah. Tina, what we wanted, like from the very beginning. Yeah. like when we started out, there were other movements like that other women started.
Yeah.
The most popular one would be like Female DJ Network.
Yes.
We appreciated what they did, what they started, and it sort of inspired us somehow to start something, but something that won't be a copycat of what they are doing.
Yes.
There were 4 females who were playing house music.
Yeah.
Standard. Whether it's deep, whether it's soulful, whether it's garage, whether it's Detroit, techno, ke batho ba house. So we thought, okay, re na le batho ba house, ba bangata, in terms of chicks. Why not try start something that is alternative?
Yeah.
You know, as females, as women, you know, we love jazz, we love beats, we love lounge, we love blues, swing, all those things. We love house, but we don't want to be known as house music.
Yeah.
We understand people or spinners. So we wanted to start something that was just alternative. Yeah. So when we do our events, even the people we book, if they play upbeat stuff, it would be like your broken beat, for example, or
disco,
or your disco, or maybe if it's house, it's that kind of on-trend house.
Yeah.
Your
so basically, what you're saying is not being included in some of the movements made you to start the movement.
Not being included. No, we started it because we saw, okay, they filled a gap in the market that was necessary. Their selling point is we are women and we play house, pure house. Okay, good. Now, we can't be also not the house food. It's competitive. We believe that they provided something that was valuable to the industry. But there are other valuable things. There are other gaps that need to be filled. Okay, so if we as women come together and we're like, okay, Tina, we are strictly alternative or the unpopular sounds. So those people who come to our events, people who follow us, they know this is what we are pushing. We are not competing with anyone. We acknowledge, we appreciate what others are doing. We are inspired by what they do. But we are going to take a different route. But essentially, the bigger picture is that we are all empowering one another. We are all empowering. You guys grow and you give recognition to us as women DJ. We grow, we give recognition to you guys as women DJs. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Because somehow, somewhere, very,
yeah. If someone wins, if Thobs wins, do you understand? Like how many people?
Winning. Yeah.
How many people are starting to pay attention because of what she's done? Maybe in the industry, you know. Like okay, maybe, just maybe, there's hope. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
Because she's been consistent, you know, over the years when it wasn't even fashionable to do so. You know what I mean? So she's there doing her own thing. Okay, Nati, let's do our own thing. Try and contribute to this thing growing. Yeah. Nati Zokatala. You know, we are mothers, for example. We've got our own kids. You know, 2 of our members got engaged last year. One of them gave birth. So we know that this is not gonna last.
Okay.
We understand? But while we are still here, let us do something meaningful. Yeah. So unfortunately, we don't have resources and maybe the influence outside of social media. We don't have that. You know, so we talk. We raise issues. Those who have the power or the resources to change the issues that we've highlighted, they will listen and they will change it.
Okay.
Nati, when one day we have our own resources, we'll try and, you know, we try in our own small ways. You know, by doing events, it's all fans. We don't include men, we don't hate them, but like, you have enough platforms. You know, let's shine a light on what's happening down here. You know, let's highlight the fact that there are other amazing spinners out there that are not men. So we use the little that we have to just shine a light Yeah.
Men, what can men do then to support the women's movement?
They can be less critical. Yeah. They can be less jealous. Because they are. They can be less jealous. You know, there are women DJs who have been pushing for years and years and years. And a stupid thing like falling in love with another DJ who's a guy sort of nullifies all the hard work you've been doing over the years. Just when you reach a point where you're about to blow up, you meet this person, whatever, and then people will come and say, hi, udlala lapha because everything that we do, once we fall in love with someone who's in the industry, it's a problem. We are not recognized. You can do whatever in your power to work hard and make sure that you are recognized as an individual. But once you're attached to someone who is, sometimes you're not even attached to that person. You get a gig at an event that many men have been trying over the years to get into. Maybe you were just lucky. I know I was just lucky at some point. When things turned around for me, it was when I was booked for Celebration. That's when, like, just gigs kept coming, you know, there was a lot of recognition, you know, blah, blah, blah. And before that, I wasn't playing a lot. Fortunately, one of the members knew me on a personal level, knew what I play, and it's like, okay, you need to do your thing on this kind of space, in this kind of space. So something like that happens and people will just decide, Juang, where does she come from? Simazela api, agara figi na kumetho lo muntu, sekadlala ku Celebration. Kanjani? Ikhona something. Kunini thina ezamajita sizama sipusha. Some have even tried to befriend, you know? So they can be less jealous. Yeah. And acknowledge that I am able to actually do things without opening my legs, for example. Just purely on skill. That's it. And me falling in love with someone who's in the industry has nothing to do with that. You know, they don't want us to be human. You know? It's a burden. It's a burden. It's a serious burden.
Basically, we approach whatever you do with the stereotype.
Yeah, the understanding is that if she has been to that level in less than 3 years, surely she has done something that I haven't been able to do. And what is it that men can't do that women can do? Or what is it that women have that men can't or don't have? What is it?
I don't know.
I'm sure we ask now. I'm not So that's how they logicalize our success, the fruits of our hard work. I've been one of the very fortunate few who has been granted opportunities in such a short space of time. So I was fortunate. I played at an event at Kitchener's, and the person who booked me is close with DJ Bob. And then whatever he told DJ Bob bought into that. Then DJ Bob has a stage at Opi Gopi. You know what I mean? Fortunately, Bob is like an old timer and he's white. So, but if he was black and young, if he was a young black man, how would people logicalize that? Exactly. It's a problem. It's an issue. Even if I phone him, but the point is, people need to start recognizing us for what we do. Yes, there are people who take shortcuts. I'm not oblivious to that fact, which sucks, but it's their choice. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But mabaye kumona. Guys. Because by us growing, what men don't realize is that industry are cooler. If women grow and young people grow, industry are cool. And the people who have come before, it's their responsibility. I know they like saying it's not my responsibility, but as a person who has influence, as a person who has knowledge and wisdom, and all that power,
yes,
it's your responsibility to make sure that this industry doesn't go to the dogs. How do you do that? You mentor young people. Ego. And if it's time for you to pass, I always mention that. If it's time for you to pass the baton.
Shahid.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're still relevant, that's dope. But before your relevance dies, make sure that you leave the industry in the right hands. So, our people, okay. Some people care more about their influence in the industry than they do about the growth
of the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the priority.
Yeah.
I need to hold on to this power. I need to hold on to this influence. I need to hold on to the fact that this is the one place where my opinion matters the most.
Yeah.
But your opinion as a human being will not matter forever because people evolve. You know, environments change.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is relevant today won't be relevant tomorrow.
So, why do you think that we don't have female music producers? Because we
actually do. I don't know, who was I telling? I think it was you. When I MX Dope. We were talking about producers, right? Yeah.
Okay, before you say we do, can you name them?
Yo, there's plenty. I know Henry Johnson, she's even from Swaziland. I mean, guys, you must be embarrassed.
No,
as people who have been.
Yeah, continue. I want to know them.
In house music, there is Miss D.
Yes.
She makes house music, right?
That's one, yes.
Why you want me to name them? They won't all come now.
Because, you know why I'm saying that? Because I know of Miss D. And who else is there? When I say who else is there, I'm referring to South Africa.
To South Africa?
Yeah.
No. You know why it's difficult for me to answer that question?
Okay.
We have producers, but they are more in the mainstream than they are in our...
Oh,
she's
not a producer, she's a compiler.
No, Sindo has been making music.
No, she's a compiler, she's not a producer.
What?
Yeah.
Hi, my eti.
What? She didn't produce it.
Oh no! Wow, okay. Look, there are a lot of producers out there, chicks. Just because I don't know about them, it doesn't mean that they are not there. Of course, we are marginalized. You know, just on the DJing side, one more, you know, with the technical, you know, professions.
Yes.
I mean, we've been looking for a sound engineer for over a year.
Okay.
In Domazan.
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the things also that stifle us or our growth as women is the exclusion of like queer people. When we think of women, we think of straight women. You know, it's only a few spaces where I've seen like queer, transgender, gay, lesbians featured on lineups. That's another exclusion that we need to find a way to tackle and
the funny thing
deal
is,
with.
The birth of our dance music scene was through gays.
Also.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Because if you check back at Paradise, Larry Van is rumored to be gay.
Exactly.
You see what I mean?
Who's that guy? Loama Gretzman. Okay, watching Monique in Dabazaki. Or Monique Wamchet in Dabazaki.
Sanlade. Yeah.
Is he not gay?
I don't know. But even if he is, there's nothing wrong.
I mean,
yes.
You know, he might not have been part of the garage culture.
Yes.
But beyond the garage culture, imagine if Abo Frankie Knuckles wanted to sit on their power. What would have happened to house music as we know it today?
Yes.
You know, I'm not a fan of Oskido.
Yeah.
Whether he as a human being or as an artist.
Yeah.
But I respect the fact that he has no qualms about passing the baton.
Yes.
He understands as umuntu ofuna music industry ikule. That's one thing I respect.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. He doesn't want. The thing people is that people attach the growth of the industry to themselves.
Yeah.
If I don't grow as Sumthin Brown, the industry can't grow.
Yeah.
No. it can grow beyond me.
Yeah.
Yeah, mina ngahlala lana ngihola 2000 sokole, it's fine.
Yeah.
But mangibheka lapha phambili, one my contributions as an individual have, brought, I should be happy if I really care about the growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. The growth and the cycle of influence.
So you're reminding me of what happened recently. One of the influential, I'm not going to say his name,
of course,
but you know who I'm talking about. One of our legendary and influential players.
Veteran, I'm a legend. That's an issue.
But
that's why.
Okay, what is a legend then? Koba? What's a legend? Okay, the person I'm talking about, since you know him, isn't he influential through his podcast?
How is he influential through his? That's like saying, Bonolo, I'm influential because of the music I play. I'm not. You can't change anything by the music you play.
You can.
No.
No, let me make an example.
Okay.
You made an example of DJ Thobs, right? What does she do?
She plays house music.
She's a DJ, but whatever she did had an influence on any woman that I can do it too.
Yeah. What did she do?
She DJ'd.
No. She stayed consistent.
Yes, but
no.
Hold on.
No. Mamela, even before her.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know Shirley is the first one.
Some are still playing on radio and stuff. Dala.
Yeah.
There's been women before her. So when I talk about her influence, I'm not talking about standing on the decks, and I'm talking about consistency. I understand as a woman right now, compared to 4 years ago, I understand how hard it is to stay in this industry.
Okay, so this person we're talking about, hasn't he been consistent? He has signed artists, upcoming artists, unrecognized artists in South Africa.
Yeah.
He has given DJs a platform on his podcast. He's influential.
Okay.
You see what I mean? He's been doing those three things consistently.
Okay, fine. He has a podcast. He gives our people a chance.
He has a record label.
Yeah.
He gives our people a chance.
But beyond that, what does that do?
What do? For
we are talking about
us or for him?
As South Africans. As South African scene.
It depends how people look at it. Me, I don't see any value by being featured on his podcast. I don't see his
exactly.
Any value.
So now we are not going to discuss people's phantom success. The fact that a track has been featured on that label, or what is it, a podcast?
Podcast, yes.
That's phantom success. Yes, it's great. Your song is playing there. But then what? How does your song playing there or him playing your song there change the scene? How?
It's exposure. Remember, hold on, let me finish. Remember, I'm not defending the guy because I sent it.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I know you don't defend him. I know.
I'm not defending the guy. I'm just trying to make you elaborate your point further, because if my music plays on his podcast, let's say for an example, Glenn Underground listens, and then he's like, I like this song. Who's this guy? Oh, that's MX Dope. He's from South Africa. Can I get his contact number? MX Dope. I signed MX Dope as Glenn Underground. I released MX Dope's music, which I got through the podcast. So now it's up to me and MX Dope how we work together. And it's up to MX Dope what he does with the platform. For example, Black Coffee got a chance through Frank Roger. Frank Roger gave him a platform. And Black Coffee used the platform to benefit the brand. And through Black Coffee now, South Africa is getting attention. So it's a small thing, but while it's happening at that moment, no one really sees its the ripple effect of it. Someone getting a song in a podcast has a ripple effect. I knew Kuniki Takahashi through a podcast. So it's about that, and through that, I was able to buy his music. So it's a ripple effect. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, that his podcast has an influence, and the ripple effect is there. So my point was, since he said whatever he said about our subgenre, do you think such actions are also a sign that people are not accepting change, or they have an ego?
It's people resistant to change.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm also guilty of that.
Okay.
I don't like gum,
Yeah.
for example. I can't stand it. But it doesn't mean that it hasn't contributed to the growth of the scene. I would love to see the scene of alternative sounds grow. But just because it's not growing, it doesn't mean there's no growth on the other side. Gqom, Mapiano, Bakari, they have grown our industry. Kwaito, they have grown our industry because they bring new players. That's growth. As long as new players are coming in, whether they are flawed or they are under, subpar, it doesn't matter. As long as there's an influx. Because when there's an influx, now we have this issue where the scene is saturated.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand ukuthi influx mayiba khona kumele kube nabantu abaphumayo.
Yes.
Who will function behind the scenes as mentors, as producers, as whatever really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we have this issue ke manje. Ukuthi abantu bayangena.
Yeah.
With new sounds.
Yeah.
It's new sounds.
Yes.
New sounds are not always nice. I mean, this guy, who's that guy? Masego. Ufikile la wathi udlala trap jazz house. And a lot of us were like, phew. Most of us who like simple things, like it's either soul, or funk, or jazz, or jazz funk. Can't come with 3 genres and put them into. For us, it was difficult to accept. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean magic and benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Intoma ifa iyafa. The death of something is the rebirth of another.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we need to understand that like our time is limited.
Yes. Yes.
As Ubunolo, as a player, as Sumthin Brown, my time is limited. I need to do what I can now and move on to other things. There's more to life than being a DJ, for example. Beyond DJing, I'm a mother, you know what I mean? I have to work. All these other things, these are things that I look forward to beyond the music. So, isikhathi sami masiphelile, siphelile, Sumthin Brown kuphelile, I've done my part, makudlule abantu basase happy. Not ukuthi manje sekumele ngixoshwe. Yeah. Ayahamba manje. So what we are seeing with our friends there is an issue of holding on to something that does not work anymore. Yeah. It doesn't. Especially because within the underground, they are the mainstream of the underground.
True.
You know what I mean? So they've over the years they are used to this influence and people cheering and celebrating them too much, and then it's not easy to let go of that. Yeah. It's not. So what they need to do to keep their influence, they need to criticize what is coming. Yeah. Yeah. Like digital. Some of them are against the fact that young people play digital. We are living in digital times, unfortunately. So what must happen? Yeah, turntables are expensive. As a club owner, I'll probably buy CDJs before I buy turntables. You know what I mean? It makes more sense. More young people, the kind of music that's being released now is mostly on digital. Not everyone can afford records. Myself, I can't afford some records. So if I can't afford a record, I'll buy the digital version. And I'll play the digital version and the stuff that I have, So...
All right.
Things have to change. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Change must happen.
Yeah,
change must happen. With us as well. I'm aware that at some point it might not be nice. I have to accept. Yeah, my time is up. I must move on and allow others to contribute to the vision. Yeah.
So, what's your plan for this year?
For myself, really, I've got a new sound that I'm trying. It's not a new sound, no. But when I started out, this is the sound I wanted to play. So, the one time I tried it, and I realized that okay, there's more to this than just playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I've just been trying to perfect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going forward, I'm changing. No, I'm not changing my sound entirely, but I'm changing the way I play.
Okay.
So, and then this year, really, mostly we really want to focus on Wenawedwa. She's releasing an album in June.
Yeah.
With Kulafe as the producer, but it's her album. So we're gonna try as much as we can to put her on the map. Yeah. That's the plan this year. Yeah. As FKE as a collective, right now we don't have a plan. Yeah. Our members have other things that they are focusing on.
They're married.
Being parents, being married. You know, so.
You say the feminist side is coming out.
No, it's not the feminist side.
I'm kidding.
Look, let me tell you what's happening with us now. Yeah. We two got engaged. Yeah. One gave birth. Yeah. As a mother, I understand what that means. Yes. When I give birth, that means the first year or two of my life, of my child's life, is about her or him. Yes. You know what I mean? Yes. So it means that I need to limit some of the things that I do, blah, blah, blah. And then I also understand as a woman, I'm engaged, you know? I can't force a fellow sister to be like, choose between us as what we do as FKE and your man. No. I understand. I get it. I get, you know, beyond the music, we have lives. Yes. Yeah. So right now, we're just like, okay, we're waiting for everyone to be ready. And then we do our thing as a collective. Yeah. Not that Ubanu se livini, Ubanu satati break. No. Yeah. We either do it together or we don't. Yeah. Yeah.